absolutely beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and I am going to perch myself on my special spot here to finish off, to introduce the next video. And if I get distracted, you'll know why, because I'll be looking at the boats, or there might be a motorbike coming past or something, or a scooter thing. But anyway, I want to introduce you to the next video. And the next video, the one that Annette and I, sorry, I've got a cold, the one that Annette and I left the Welsh countryside and joined her cousin and family in Pelsall. We have had such a wonderful time. It all started with a dream 2 years ago, or at least 2 years prior to that, and where we decided that it would be absolutely lovely to share some of these moments together instead of her telling me about it or we exchanging photos. Annette and I have always got on extremely well from the moment that we met, and those that know her will understand why. Anyway, we formed a wonderful, wonderful friendship all these years, and so it was quite a treasure and a pleasure to discover Wales with her. Annette had been to Wales before, and her roots are there, some of her roots are there, and it was just wonderful. So we shared that time. She'd been to visit me in the Netherlands a couple of years before. That was lovely too. So yeah, we'll kind of visit each other's home spots, and that creates another special bond. Anyway, we started planning, thought a lot about how we're going to put it together, and so Annette, kind of because she had special places she wanted to see, it was up to her to plan the route. I was the chauffeur. I was going to do the driving, take our own car across. It's familiar to me, and that was just lovely to drive with, and I don't care what side of the road I drive on. I'm very comfortable and I love driving. It's a hobby, and so yeah, I was quite happy to do that. And also, well, I remember posting on Facebook one of these little videos to say, I've got a selfie stick and got this and that, and I went and bought the map and fluffed around and got myself familiar on YouTube. Well, I don't know whether I'll ever handle it properly, but I don't know. So off we went. We spent a bit of time in the Netherlands. We visited a part of the province Friesland, which is, you could say where I originated from. My parents' roots are there. And from there we travelled down the province Zeeland, stayed overnight there, then we carried on and went to Dover, and we went on to Dover. We crossed over from Dunkirk to Dover and stayed at our first B&B, absolutely fabulous. Had a lovely time there, took ages to find it when we got there. And that was just getting used to everything, I think. Then on to Sully. It was absolutely gorgeous. We had a couple of days there. We had a rest day there. By this stage, Annette had been on the road for quite some time. She'd had her flight, which was very tiring. And then, of course, the first few days here getting acclimatised. And then we did our roadie trip here, a mini one. And then off to, to do the big trip. And so we decided we needed a day off, so I did some washing, and we both went down the local shop and bought a few bits and pieces from the car, that in case we needed a snack and we weren't close to a shop, that sort of thing. And we spent about an hour in the hot tub, which was gorgeous too. So yeah, it was really good. From Sully on to Porthmadog, or Tremadog actually, because it was a small place outside Porthmadog where we were staying, and yeah, we had a little adventure there. with Annette flooding the bathroom and causing havoc in the hotel, but that's us, you know. Just got to remember we're been. We might be allowed back in, I don't know. They were probably glad to see the back of us. So the girls in the office were quite funny because I got them to take a photo of us leaving. So they could be sure we did. And we met the chef of the restaurant next door to the hotel. We also ate at the hotel restaurant at some stage, but we ate at the restaurant next door. A lovely place, and if you're ever in the neighbourhood, I'd suggest go there. And after that we went to, and I can't remember the name of the next place, but you'll probably see it anyway, and I'll put some of the video links above, so when you see that little letter I appearing, click on that, and if I've done it properly you'll go to the videos, appropriate videos that I've mentioned the places of. Castles, lots and lots of castles, lots of history, learnt a lot, loved just being there, and we had the most incredible summer, as you well know. So yeah, that certainly helped. The train ride up to the top of Snowdonia. Oh, you only dream of things like that. I normally watch programs like that on television, and then I think, oh wow, that is just so cool. Yeah, and then off to Rill, where we had an absolutely wonderful B&B, fabulous hosts and host and hostess. They were just lovely, fresh baking. We had a good time there. It was only just a stopover. We knew that. It was sort of our phasing out, leaving Wales, and finding our way to Kim. And that's what this little bit is about now. Finally travelling across the Welsh border back into, well, we were in the UK of course, but you know, actually it really did feel like we were leaving a special place. We arrived at Kim's and had absolutely, we were welcomed with open arms, certainly made to feel at home. It was my first visit to Kim and her husband and the boys, and it was just wonderful. What a lovely people. Oh yes, it's in the genes, you know, it's in the genes. And no, that was really nice, and I look forward to actually meeting up with them again. So we went out for dinner that night, and it was really lovely. I met quite a lot of people, and I probably wouldn't recognise them on the street if I passed them, but I'm going to keep looking at the video and that'll be good. Then I'll see them. And then I had to leave. Then the two hat ladies ended up being one hat. And I had to leave, and I went home. And not that I wasn't looking forward to going home, but you know, after nearly 2 weeks on the road together, and then a week prior to that at home spending time, it was a gut-wrenching moment when I drove away. I don't mind admitting it. But then I met up with some more family connections of Annette's, and had a lovely stay at Karen's place. I had a very comfortable evening, thank you very much, Lee, and a gorgeous big bedroom all to myself with a with a ensuite. That's what I mean, all to myself. I meant the ensuite and bedroom. And then the next day drove all the way down to Dover, crossed over to Dunkirk, and drove home. Called in at some friends. They'd actually said, you know, it'd be lovely to see you if you can on the way home. Just check with us and let us know what time. And it would be the last time I would see Frans, the husband of Yanni, as he was very ill. Even at the time we knew that. So the visit was even more special. Frans died 3 weeks after I called in. And we farewelled him after that. But the trip itself was an absolute jewel of a time. It was a precious moment in my life that I'll always remember. And it was a joy to take you along with us. So we're planning to do it again. We haven't kind of sorted out where yet, and the date's not known. But but we are going to reserve a special part of the year so that, so that we're pretty sure of what we're doing and when. So, yeah, I'll keep you posted. Okay, this is me. I've managed to natter away 10 minutes of your time. I hope you've enjoyed all the bits and pieces. The films will stay on YouTube. If you haven't had time to look at them all, well, you can always sort of flash back. But I've enjoyed making them, and I hope I've learnt a few tricks. And I know now some of the things that I'll do different next time. But I haven't stopped making films. I've still got a lot of material of places we've been, and my husband and I, we do tend to do the odd trip away here and there in our own country, playing tourists in our own country. So feel free to join and watch those. So Oma far away, we'll just concentrate now on finishing off our adventure, Gladys and Aneira's adventure, and maybe I'll see you back online watching some of my other videos. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you sometime, someplace. You just never know.